Hey everybody, Grant Cooper here, and in today's customer interview, I'm going to be joined by Timothy Nickerson. Timothy, how are you today?
I am fantastic, Grant. Happy to be here with you today, my man.
All right, awesome. So yeah, in today's interview, we're going to really be covering Timothy's story on how he was basically able to add 33 new full-price members and just about $4,000 in recurring revenue for his meditation studio in just a bit less than 3 months. So Timothy, thanks for
Yeah.
joining me today. I'm excited to dive into the details with you.
Thank you, brother. I'm excited, man. I'm grateful for you guys. Truly.
Awesome, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's take it way back to the beginning. Take us back to where you were before you were in the FitTraffic program. What were things like for life and for the business then?
I've never owned a studio. I came out of the corporate world and I've been meditating every single day for over almost 7 years. And so the benefits of it have been profound, physically, spiritually, mentally. Like the benefits of meditation are unreal, right? And I wanted to share this with the world. I was working in tech sales and I decided, you know what, it's time to walk away and follow the passion. And so I've never owned a studio. I've never worked at a studio, never been a member at a yoga studio or anything like that. And so I had no kind of idea of like really how to run it. And so I started my studio and I kind of just, looked online at how other people had their flow or had their setup. And I quickly realized that, wow, it is pretty difficult to own a studio, right? And I had a whole bunch of challenges, man. And I was starting to get to a place where I was honestly starting to have some self-doubt in myself and the vision and what we were creating. And I was starting to feel some pretty solid fear. I wasn't seeing the business growing, and I was continuously still, as a business owner, coming out of pocket on my own to keep everything afloat. And things were starting to get I started to get into this place where I was thinking like, man, maybe I should grab like a part-time job and all these things, which is nothing wrong with it. And that's when I actually came across your ad, which your ad was popped up, and it actually had said that in that ad, man, were the key words. And I had literally said that to myself like 2 hours before I saw your ad. And that popped up on me, and I was like, and I don't believe in coincidences at all in this world. Like, I'm not a coincidence person. So I really think that things find you at the right time. You have to be willing and open to listen to it at that moment. And so when I saw that advertisement, and I was like, Facebook ad. And then I kind of brushed it off. But then it circled back and got me again on the retarget. And so then I checked it out again, and I was like, okay. And it was the greatest decision I've ever made for my business, man, besides opening my business, truth be told. I'm extremely humbled and extremely grateful for you guys, because right now my business, I am 4 months old, and my business now pays for itself completely. We have reached the point where I'm not coming out of pocket at all. In the last month, in April alone, since I started FitTraffic, I went really hard at the end of March. And so our first month was pretty much April, and we gained 33 full price members, and we had 17 before that. So we gained 33 alone in April.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Like I couldn't like even envision or imagine what the results would have been. And to have what I had, and to see the faces and the what is taking place in the studio, even beyond the revenue and the growth, is like what is actually taking place in the help that we are doing. And the connections we are building is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm extremely grateful for it.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, bro.
That's something I do really want to touch on with you, because you were someone that when you jumped on board, you really started to dive into the material, and you really, hit the pave running, hit the ground running. Talk to me about that. Once you got into the program, you had access to it. Like, what were the next steps? What were the big changes that you made immediately and started to do?
The big changes I started to do was I made a full commitment, honestly, to your program, 100% commitment to the program. Like, a lot of times we kind of go into things and we kind of want to shift it and change it or make little tweaks to it. And it was funny because I caught myself almost thinking I could, because I was different per se as like the typical gym. And so when I went in there to your thing, I almost comment, and then you would say that in the videos, be like, bro, you can't do it better than me. Follow the system. and I was like, all right, listen, humble it. And so I would listen to it, man. And some of the shifts we made, like coming in, I had my pricing structure was all over the place. So just starting at the roots I mean, video one, starting at the ground floor to rebuild everything step by step with you guys was huge, because the pricing structure, I didn't realize how big of an effect it was having psychologically on people, giving them too many options. Like, it is a huge, huge difference maker. So now I have 3 options. You can drop in, or there's 2 memberships. Nothing else. I used to have a 5-class pack, 10-class pack, 4 times this thing, like whatever you want. You know, now we got 3 options on the menu. Here, here, here. You know, so then and then also just setting things up, like getting like day one incentives and the verbiage and the wordage, and it was everything, man. Just to literally, I stripped everything away. Fortunately, I'm a very new business, so I didn't really have a whole entire plan really put in place that I was committed to already. So finding you when I found you was honestly a blessing, because now I have a plan and I have my formula kind of put in place from the start of it, you know.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's that's one of the biggest transformations most of the owners in the program go through, is when they go through the pricing and the structuring of the options, and they're like, "Oh my God, I have too many options. This is crazy."
So many.
It's like making it hard on the people to sign up, and it's like, yeah. So immediately upon using that new sales process, the presentation, what we give you, did you guys start rolling that out right away and start seeing kind of different results from that?
Yeah. So I started changing the pricing structure, obviously first. Like probably day one thing I did was just start to go in there and do the pricing structure and start to change that. Even before I did a Cloudburst or anything like that, I just wanted to kind of get a feel for it. And then also taking my pricing off of my website, right? Like all these little tricks, man, all these little tweaks that's like get people here. And right, like and not telling pricing over the phone. I'm now to the point. Gladly would love to have that conversation with you. Why don't you come on down to the studio? Let me know next time you're in. We'll have that. You know, it's like the littlest changes in the mentality make the world of difference. And it's things that you would like almost overlook, like, that's not going to make a big difference, but it makes a huge difference, right? When people have to come in, because we can easily judge from afar and be like, I'm $120 a month starting, right? So it's like, $120 a month. I don't really need to feel good that bad. You know, like we could just say it from the house, right? And never even get off the couch and come in and experience. Like myself, I go to one of the most expensive gyms in San Jose. And even myself, I was like, ooh. But when I went in there, the experience is the experience. You can't put a price tag on the experience. So unbelievable. And it's funny because when I was looking at this gym that I was thinking about going, they had no pricing on the website. Made me come on down there, trying to hit me with their day one incentive, you know? So it was funny, man.
You go into the Facebook group and check, see if they're a part of the FitTraffic program. It's like,
dude, I need to get them on the FitTraffic program, bro.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so you immediately jumped on board, started making changes to the presentation, your pricing, the website, all those key things. And then once you had that set in place, I assume then you walked into the Cloudburst campaign?
I did. I was like, it's funny because I was like, you know, I was mentally trying to get prepared for a Cloudburst campaign. You know, I watched the other videos and heard everyone's story on the Facebook, and I was like, that's going to be intense. You know, I was like mapping it up, what I got to get like mentally prepared, you know. Had water sitting next to me for what was about to take place. And so I accidentally sent the Cloudburst, bro. Like it was on an accident. I was in there messing around with Scipio and I was like, how do I even send this thing? Like I didn't like see on how to send it, right? And I was like, maybe I missed that video. And then I like, you know, clicked on the group and this, and I was like, well, it got sent now. And then boom, 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 boom. And just like you had said in this one video, I was like, you better dedicate like an hour to 2 hours to sit there because it comes in like crazy. And that was probably one of the biggest waves that I have ever seen. And it was fun. I don't think you can even get prepared for a Cloudburst. I don't think you can get prepared for a Cloudburst wave. Like you got to have like almost like, and I had a small list. I only had like 300 people on that list. So, you know, for myself, I can't imagine a studio with like 3,000 or something like that. Because for 300, I was like one man sitting there for hours. And it was on a Sunday where I don't work on Sundays typically. So that's my wife and family day. And my wife's like, what's up, bro? I'm like, sorry, babe, cloudbursting. Can't come out today. Cloudbursting, you know? And it was like this massive wave, bro. I just booking appointments. It was phenomenal. It was super cool, man. And the most important thing, I think what we don't realize about a Cloudburst is the buzz that it creates, right? When all of these people are showing up to the studio, they are tagging it, they are posting it, they are speaking about their experience. So that one person, even if let's say that one person came in for the Cloudburst and got their, their free week, might have attracted two other people that now became members, even if that one didn't. So it's like
Right.
a phenomenal wave that creates this huge momentum.
Right. Yeah. The aftershock effect of like
Yeah.
people spreading the word. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
So do you know, okay, so you launched the Cloudburst, small list, 300,
Hmm.
gave you a good burst of people off the bat before you even started doing ads. Do you know how many, just roughly, like how many appointments you did book through the Cloudburst?
I would have to look at the numbers. I think we booked like probably 250 appointments or something right around there. Like 250 appointments came in through the door. I mean, Cloudburst was huge, man. So these people, the people that I were reaching out to were people that had been in the studio before, like a single class. Because I used to do, back when I first started, the first class for free. And it actually, funny enough, on that story too, was tough for me to wrap my head around a free week. I was like, this dude wants me to give away a free week. And I was like, but then I kind of thought about it like from, I don't remember if it was you or Matt that said it, but it was like the psychology around that is it treats them like they're a member, right? They think they're a member with a free week, right? So they kind of base classes like, oh, on Tuesday, I can't make the morning because I have my kids, but I'll come to the 6:15 at night. On Wednesday, I'm going to go to the lunchtime class and this. So they're already in their mind building the schedule around their life or their life with the schedule, which is phenomenal. So the free week was boom, moneymaker, bro, not just a free day.
That's
and yeah, unbelievable, man. So I think we had 220 to 250 appointments coming in the door.
Unbelievable.
Off the Cloudburst. Yeah.
Amazing. And then do you know how many new members you guys added from the Cloudburst?
Cloudburst, I want to say, is like right around 9 or 10.
9 or 10?
From the Cloudburst, 9 or 10. I think what we did, I don't have the number though to tell you from that Cloudburst how many of those people's friends became members. You know what I mean? So I think 9 or 10 from the actual Cloudburst came in. But I would say from that, I couldn't tell you like, man, it was on this crazy wave, bro. There was one day I remember I was calling my partner down in LA and I was like, bro, I signed up 8 people in one day. It was unbelievable. I lasted the month before that. I didn't sign up 8 people in the whole month. 8 people in one day. I was like, this is crazy. I'm pushing 10.
Oh my
It
God.
was nuts.
That's unbelievable.
It was unreal, bro.
That's
so
amazing.
much fun. Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, we're having the time of our lives here. It's amazing.
That's awesome. And yeah, I mean, aside from you guys getting awesome results and you guys having a good time, I can't imagine the vibe around the studio with just having more people in and around the space. And like, I mean, I bet that's just a big contributor to everything, right?
Bro, it's packed. Like I have a small studio, man. I have like a 800 square foot spot. And I have a retail section in the front. And then we have our meditation room in the back. And I mean, yesterday I had a 9:30 class on a Saturday morning and it was 22 deep, like 22 people deep. Like typically before my meditation class on a Saturday was like 4 or 5. And I was like, woohoo. I mean, 22 people walked in the door yesterday.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
That is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
dude. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And super grateful, man.
Yeah. And so then after the Cloudburst, you didn't jump into the Buddy Pass right away, right?
I still haven't even done the Buddies Pass, to be honest. Yeah, I still got a lot. I've been like, I did the Cloudburst and the Facebook and the Buddy Pass. We're about to launch next week, so I'll let you know how that goes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Well, now, you know what? In your case, Timothy, that might have been a really smart move because you guys now have gotten so many more members. The Buddy Pass campaign is going to be just that much more effective for you.
Yeah.
So that's
our members too. It's like a family, man. So I think they're definitely excited to like get that text. I could feel that it would do really, really well now having the members that I have. Yeah. I'm excited to actually launch that Buddy Pass. I was thinking about that too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
man.
You guys jumped from the Cloudburst and then talk to me about your Facebook process. You started going through Module 5, Facebook ads. Talk to me about what happened there.
Facebook changed it all. And it was funny too, man, because like, dude, it's just, I'm sitting back and I'm listening to your videos and I'm like, why doesn't this guy do Instagram? Like, what's happening? I was like, nah, Grant, you're blowing it, bro. You're blowing it, bro. I was like, Facebook? I was like, I don't even use Facebook. I was like, whatever. So I went on there. I tried it out. Don't doubt the system. Go with the system. And so I went on there and I was checking it out. And, I'm not a Facebook user. And so I went on there and I started, following your step-by-step on how to create the ads and get all that going on. And it's such a world of difference, man, once you get everything set up and everything speaks to each other, right? When you have your Facebook speaking to through Zapier, to your appointment manager to your Skippy, like to your landing page, like it's unbelievable. Everything just flows, right? It's unreal. And Facebook made the world of difference, man. We are generating, I think, on my appointment manager, like I could tell you, just yesterday I ran a new ad. I started a new ad yesterday, and 20 leads came in my appointment manager yesterday. 20 leads from a new Facebook ad. And so what I do is I know there was a whole thing on trying to write your own ads and all that. Bro, I took exactly what you created, switched it to my words, stuck exactly with it. And I took one of my nice photos, and we have an awesome professional video that we got done at one of our events. So the studio looks really vibey and really packed.
Yeah.
I use that video every single time, but I just changed the photo of it as the thumbnail. So every single time it's the video, but it's just different picture. And awesome. So yeah, dude, your ads, bro, with your little emojis and all that good stuff, bro, crushing it. Hey, San Jose, genius.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
So you turned those on, and then you started getting basically consistent amount of leads and new members on a daily basis. And so last month of April, that was where you guys, I mean, you must have just been every single day. You probably had people coming in. Talk to me about last month. Like how big of a difference was that for you guys?
It was the moment where you realized this is going to work. That's what the month of April was. It lit a fire inside of myself, every person that teaches here, every person that comes in here. And it created this sense of community, man. Because like our members here, like, who's a member when you're in the lobby, right? You'll see the members speaking to each other. You'll see the members hanging out with each other. They're becoming friends. They're taking this friendship outside the studio. We do member only events. Like we take the members on hikes. We go to beach days and do meditations on the beach. So we do like all these events with the members. And this was all created by this group continuously growing. Like I had my day one group, but all these new people came in, and the love when these people got signed up to be members and join this family was unbelievable. And to see it working, man, and to feel it working, like we all have a dream inside of us, right? Every single person has a dream. We are alive for a reason. We are here. And to actually connect with it, follow it, and to have it coming true is the greatest feeling in the world, man. And that's why I always message you guys. I'm like, I'm grateful. And simply, that's the one word I could ever say is true gratitude. If I could give advice to anyone watching this that is thinking about joining the system or in the system, is follow what this man is telling you. Watch the videos and just follow step by step. I promise you it works. I am 100% living proof. I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, oh, Grant's going to interview me for FitTraffic. She's like, oh, here we go. And I was like, I used to watch these interviews. You know what I mean? Like, I get to do one now. I was like, that's amazing, man. Anything is possible. So blown away. It's not too long ago. It's literally a month and a half ago. I was on the phone with Matt, talking about it. So
that's amazing.
It's awesome, man. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Super grateful.
And Timothy, you are someone that I have to say, like I said earlier, you were someone that really just totally, really committed to the system and followed it step by step. For, let's say, a brand new FitTraffic member coming on today, tomorrow, Monday, someone that's committed, then they're like, okay, I'm joining, I'm going to do this. What would your number one piece of advice be for that new member?
I would say if I could say it again, would be to trust the system completely. Fully trust the system. I know that we have our things, that we have ideas, and we think we can do these things. And trust me, I was there. I was thinking that I was different because I own this type of studio, but I made the mentality shift to become a gym for the mind. And I was like, okay, maybe this isn't going to work for me for that. I had all the reasons of why it couldn't work, all the fears, all the typical doubts, all these disbeliefs, right? Like all those feelings kind of crept into the mind. But I was like, man, like I said earlier, I have nothing to lose. I am going for this 100%. And if I go for it 100%, I'm putting the trust in you. Like I have nothing to lose. So I'm putting the trust in you. I believe. I saw the other testimonials. I was like, this guy obviously knows what he's doing. They know what they created. And then when you actually get into the FitTraffic program and you see how professionally done it is, I mean, you feel amazing, man. You feel absolutely amazing to see every single step. I mean, you guys created videos for stuff that I was like, unbelievable. They're step by step by step by step. Like you really guys took your time to really create something that is extremely beneficial. And to any member or any owner out there of a studio, congratulations on step one that you are here watching this. Congratulations on opening the business. Now let's get you rewarded for opening that business and having that leap of faith, and to make this your life and your living, because you do deserve to be rewarded and compensated for the work that you bring to this world. So follow these guys, and I trust me, it will work.
That's amazing.
It is unbelievable.
Thank you, Timothy. I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
brother.
Before we sign off, I just want to actually jump on one other topic very quickly, because I think it was very interesting what you just said. I just picked up on it, that so you're not a Facebook user. You never used Facebook before.
No.
So,
I mean, I have it, but
right, you have it.
it.
Were you at all concerned that the technology or just your knowledge, would you be able to kind of implement the trainings? Was that a kind of a concern at all, like when you were going to be putting things together?
You know, I think my concern with, I think I did have that concern. I mean, I'm pretty tech savvy, I would per se, right? But even like when I had the moment, I think I was concerned was like going in and having to get everything to speak together, right? Like all the systems to get to talk to each other. And then that was the only area I was but watching the videos, man, putting on pause, going over here, following the spreadsheet, doing this. It was all dialed in. I didn't have one problem, didn't have to go in and redo anything. It all got done on the very first try. Facebook ads, like I had never in my life been to business.facebook.com before. I didn't even know it existed, dude. What do you mean? And so to go there and create ads via that way, like I told you yesterday, I just created a new ad and I had to go back in and watch your video again. I just wanted to make sure I'm dialed in, so I was watching the video yesterday again on how to properly make sure this is done. Because there's a lot of steps, right? Starting in a campaign, ad set, ad, like this, and this. So to make sure the flow is done.
It's amazing, man. And now look at you, you're a total master.
There we go. Back in action, dude. My bad.
No worries at all. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right, awesome.
My
mine
headphones died on me.
I don't know what happened there. Mine, my audio dropped out too. But okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm sitting here and it's so awesome to see someone like you that when it even comes to the tech side, and like you were in software sales and stuff like that, so you had some general knowledge, but still never in your life have you ever built a Facebook ad. And now I hear you talking about campaigns, ad sets, ads. It's like you're basically a master in that now yourself.
You know what's crazy is like, so I've done like, I had another business back in the day where I sold bracelets online. And so I had tried a Facebook ad before, but I did the Facebook ad through a personal page, right? Through my own personal page. And like, it was completely different the way we set up a Facebook ad together than like what I had done before. And I've had like teachers at my studio make Facebook ads, but it was like done directly through the page. So to go to business.facebook makes a world of difference, man, to like set this thing up like legitly the way we set it up. I'm like, it's unbelievable. And to be able to track the results, how the results are coming in. I mean, it's powerful stuff, man. It's powerful stuff.
That's awesome.
And the way you have it set up to be able to track which ones, how we set up like, the different ads at the first and see which ones are working, which ones aren't working. Like that is vital things for a business owner to have,
Super important.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. Well, Timothy, I can't thank you enough for jumping on and sharing your story. I am really excited to see how this story progresses. We'll have to do an updated interview in 6 months from now or so.
I can't wait, dude. Can't wait. I'm coming up on Studio Part 2.
Yeah, there we go. But thank you so much for joining me today. Everyone watching this, thanks so much for joining us as well. Timothy, have an awesome rest of the day. And
thank you again.
We'll be talking in the Facebook group.
All right, my man. You guys take care.
You too.